Good morning, sunshine. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you had a restful weekend, and I hope that this is going to be a restful week. I'm looking at the cards, and this is the general collective reading for October 19th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, this could have some sort of a message for you. And as always, it's general collective. Don't force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, you can either let it fall away or ask questions about booking your own personal reading. There is a coronavirus sale that's going on. It's been extended to not only tarot and oracles and psychic medium readings, but we have ASMR, we have guided meditations and Reiki. So it's a plethora of stuff. I'm looking at the cards right now, and it looks like there's something from the past that is coming up. And this, it feels like, you know, an old trigger, an old trauma, but this is something that you've drowned out for a very long time that you kind of can't do it anymore. So this is, it feels like at a breaking point for you. And I want you to know that, you know what, it's going to be okay. I know you don't want to hear that. And I know that sometimes when people say that to you, it's the last thing that you want to hear and it gets you aggravated. So if that aggravated you, I'm so sorry. What is the best way that I can talk about this? Because look at what we're looking at. We're looking at a lot of insecurity and a lot of repressed memory that's coming up right now. So I get that this is, you know, it's coming out of nowhere and it's hitting so different now. It's, it weirdly feels like it's out of control and fresh, and it's like, I should be over this. Why aren't I over this? Well, it's because it's been suppressed long enough. We're all guilty of it. I got it, and it's not fun, and I know that you don't want to go through it. But why is this coming up right now? You're in the next step of of this life. You've done all this ascension work. You've done all this shadow work, and I know that you're sick of hearing those buzzwords, because they've become buzzwords, haven't they? That being said, these are the little blocks that you would be taking into the next phase. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to keep replaying this in your head. You don't want to keep putting yourself in that situation. You don't want this to be part of the story that's coming in. Now, the trauma that's coming in, or the repressed memory, the triggering, whatever it might be, it's coming up for you to process right now, and it's not fun. No. It's like, you know, and hope. Okay, so I've talked about Ho'oponopono on this channel a few times. Everything that you have gone through, you take with you. And if this isn't something that you have complete ownership of, then it becomes the details of the work that you're doing here. So it's coming up to be processed. So it's no longer a main part of the details. And it's that constant sense of cleansing yourself, you know. Thank you, I love you, wait, no, I'm sorry, wait, no, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. There you go. Those are the mantras of Ho'oponopono. This, I'm really seeing that you want to get through this. It's hugely insecure. It does feel like some sort of a family feud. So this, you can't put it off. You're going to get through it. But the breaking point, it's not going to be pretty. It never is. Healing is never pretty. Let's just put it out there. You're not sitting there all zen like you're going through the mud on it. But it can't last forever. That I do know. This is, it's making me think of, okay, I can't. That's too much in the detail. And of course it shows up in the Healing with the Angels. What was I going to say? Surrender and release. Huge outpouring. Facing your nightmare. You know that dream where you are in a very dangerous situation and you're trying to get away from it. You can't get away from it. This is part of the process. When you have those nightmares, you're seeing how much of your trauma is not processed. So this is talking about, this actually showed up in one of the mini reads. I'm going to add these cards in. Body care, harmony, new beginnings, surrender and release. This is a very old stress that is, it looks like it's starting to show up on the body. This can show up as agitation. It can show up as some form of hair loss. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anyone. So, you know, obviously if you have something going on, get yourself checked out. But, you know, what I'm seeing here is the repression that you have been going with is now somehow manifesting on the body, coming to the surface. This can show up as, you know, outwardly extending agitation. This can show up, you know, as what I was talking about before. So you got to find out exactly what harmony looks like, because this does not feel like it's been part of your story. That's perfectly okay. It's, you know, it rarely is part of our story when we're processing this, but it's going to be a newfound sense of harmony. And this is actually talking about the lack of harmony right now. So I want to go to, where am I being pulled to? All right. So can I get clarification on the harmony? Harmony. Really, really, important relationships and situations. We have the Lover's card with this. That doesn't just isolate it to relationships. It, you know, it brings up really in-depth life situations, big changes, and obviously it can be love, but it's also Gemini energy, so multifaceted. All right. All right, this is potentially involving a really close connection of yours. This can be family, it can be a lover, it can be whatever is the most intimate form of relationship for you. And again, this doesn't always have to be romantic. The harmony, whatever this connection was, what's coming up right now is the trauma from what you experienced in that connection, and it's being transmuted into healing, which means that you are going to be letting go of that stress, which brings in the healing and surrender and new beginnings. Wouldn't you know it? Now, I always go towards, look at this, the broken vase. I mean, it has water pouring out of it, water, cups, emotional outpouring, holding on tight to something, even though it has a break in it. It has a crack in it. You got a lot of cracks in you, as we all do, but it doesn't make you any less beautiful. It just means that there is healing and there needs to be some sort of repair. Not patchwork. We're not ignoring the situation. I get that you're very protective. You're protective of your heart. You're protective of... I could go as far as just all forms of communication. I feel like you're very particular about the words that you use as to not offend anybody, because I feel like that's something that you have had to teach yourself how to do. This, you're going to find out why you're so guarded and why you're so censoring of yourself. And I think that this is going to be a very emotional release, but it's going to be so cathartic. It's actually gonna, it feels, I've never been through a waterfall actively in this life, not that I know of, not that anyone would tell me. But it feels like almost a waterfall of emotion. And this, you're staring straight on. You have such a look of bravery with you. And again, let me remind you, these readings, they are general collective. So I know that this is not going to be like a 24-hour period. This is starting at around this point, projecting forward. So it's not going to end at midnight. This is a lot of work. You can't avoid this anymore. I know that you want to. I know that you're scared who this could bring up or what this could reflect back at you. Haven't you been punished enough? Haven't you been punishing yourself enough and suffering enough with this? What you were dealing with, it was... I just want to say very simply, bad business. This is bad juju. We don't want this. We don't. You don't have to hold on to this. You don't deserve to be in that situation anymore. And life is giving you this massive opportunity for release. And, you know, I think that it's not that you can't look at it. I think that you're terrified to look at it. Look, sometimes this card looks like, okay, don't want to look at it, but I feel like you're just terrified to see this come out of the blue. And I don't want you to worry about how this is going to change your life. It's going to change for the better. And as I've said a million times, healing is very rarely easy. It can be intense. It could be something that brings you to your knees, but guess what? Keep going. You're worth the healing on this. So, my dearest, let's see where we are taking this. I want to thank you to all my new subscribers, even my, oh, no, not even, okay, thank you to my new subscribers, but thank you to everyone who has been here along the way. You guys mean so much to me, and every single one of you who has reached out through personal message, I absolutely love interacting with you, and I love connecting with you from all over this globe. And I've loved every single one of your readings, every single walk of life. It blows my mind. So I just want to say thank you. I don't take a moment of it for granted. And I hope that you enjoy the show as much as I do. I never know what's going to come out, but it's always fun. It's not always fun. Like this reading, I would not say is a party. It's healing, but it's something that you're well worth. So thank you. Back to the reading. Got business to do here. Come on. Okay. Too many cards. Not doing that, Spirit. We're not having all that. Not reading half the deck in one shot. They're not going to enjoy it. I'm sure not going to enjoy it. Let's see. Oh, it is an uphill battle. It is. But guess what? You signed up for this life. You signed up for the people that you're going to meet along the way. You signed up to connect with somebody who's either me or like me, to be part of the appendix of your story, to remind you of these points and also show you what's up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is going to change a lot of relationships. It's going to change you. And you're going to feel lighter. You are getting this off your chest. Are you kidding me? You have something to get off your chest. And I want you to be in a safe space to do it. If you don't have it yet, seek out and see where you can actually get that support that's always out there and it always wants to meet you there. So let's continue this. Look at what I'm looking at right now. You'll see exactly, okay, well, maybe not, but you could probably see what I mean. It's time for you to make a new investment. I feel like this is going to alter how you view yourself. I think that it's important to remind you right now, yes, you are healing. Yes, you are going to be addressing some really difficult, potentially difficult situations in your life. When you get there and when you free yourself of that condition, that situation, that secret, or your story, please don't berate yourself for not doing it sooner. You weren't ready. I feel like this reading is telling you that you're ready now. And I know that probably scares the bejesus out of you. That ding might be for validation. But I really think that you might be ready. You'll know, and you will have support. So this is saying you are investing in yourself and you are investing in your strength. Look at this, the Page of Swords. It's very new, clear-cut energy. It's assertiveness, making yourself heard. And I do feel like you will be heard. And I think that you'll be embraced. I think that you'll be surprised by the support you'll have. So, my dearest, where are we going to take this next? Hi, Cavalt. I'm going to try the Ascension cards right now. I'm still getting to know the deck, but I'm being pulled to it right now. So, I'm going to pull a card, see what comes out. I'm going to read from the book and get my interpretation on it. Let's see. All right, Spirit, out with it. What do the Ascension Angel cards from Melanie Beckler want the collective to know? Ooh, okay, you want to come out? Download divine love. Awaken creativity. So no, I still feel like there's one more. Hang on a sec. No. Yeah. Infinite possibilities. Download love. God, I was on the phone the other day and I was talking like an operator. You know how I sometimes do that on this channel. And the person didn't know whether to hang up or ask me further, so I had to break it because I didn't know if it was one of those scam calls. It was, but they didn't know what to do with it. It was great. Okay, so download divine love. We're going to read this first. Download. You ready? Let's see what this says. Your very being is similar to the technology of the computer in that you have the ability to access knowledge and to run programs to access and to translate infinite fields of information into tangible, readable, playable media. And now technology of your being is the process of upgrading. Within you, you're able to access the infinite fields of light, information, wisdom, healing, and frequency. Yet you have no need to connect to the internet or anything external. Through your very being, you have the permanent link to the expansive, unending field of all that there is. All you must do is connect. So you must now browse through the fields of infinite possibilities and download healing programs or activations, and enter through the space of your heart. Quiet your mind. Quiet it. Do it. Now, open your heart and become aligned with energy of love, and with your intentions, you will become crystal clear. Think of the quality of the divine you wish to embody now. Focus on that quality represented by a word, and then think or say. Download now. With your intentions, this quality downloads into your being because you're a direct connection to the divine. You can download healing, love, clarity, joy, serenity, and illumination. These qualities are always accessible, but in downloading them in this way now, they become known, prominent, and highlighted in a main facet of your experience. So then we have awaken creativity. I'm sorry if this is bothersome to have me read from a book. I was sponsored and I'm getting to know the deck. This isn't really my my MO, but I am being pulled to it. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for letting me getting to know the deck and hang out, because this is really actually pretty interesting. I really love this deck. The artwork of it is beautiful. Okay. Awaken creativity. You're not meant to look, sound, act like anyone else. You are meant to be you. Passionate, excited, joyful, vibrant you. Divine creative source essence, God, energy, and light are manifested in the physical of you. I don't even need to read from this anymore. I got the message. Awaken creativity. You literally can do anything with this life. There's not another person like you on this planet. I don't care who they are, or I get that there's people that look like you. I get that there's people along similar tracks, but there is only one you. I don't care if you are an identical twin. There's only one you, and you have a very important purpose, and you are discovering that purpose. And in discovering that purpose, you are letting go of all of these anchors that hold you in place. So this healing that's going on right now is a massive anchor that has held you in some sort of place in your life, and where you are going, this is an infinite possibility. You are flying through space on this one. Awakening creativity, there's something so different and unique about you that you are embracing right now, and I want you to fully embrace it. And if you don't know what that divine spark is right now, this is telling you to get into a place of quiet, solitude, and really do some inner inventory, checklists, and reflection. You're going to find exactly what makes you tick. And this is exactly what the world needs from you. And that ding might be validation. I thought I turned this down. I did not. However, again, that ding might be validation. Loyal hearts. What you're walking into is one of the most loyal things on the planet. It has to start with you, though. You don't have to buy space in another person's life. You don't have to overcompensate. You don't have to push them to be something even grander. You're not the underdog to them. You are the full dog to yourself. Be loyal to yourself as a dog would be. And this, you're going to find the people that fully embrace it. It is not those connections where you meet and it's that big, awe-inspiring, where you have that awe feeling about. Pay attention to that awe feeling, because yes, you will meet wolves in sheep's clothing. I don't care which direction of life that you're in. Pay attention to that hinge. Clean up your closet. And honestly, what this is going with the loyal heart, stop denouncing your intuition. Stop denouncing and denying yourself. You have enough on your plate. It doesn't need you kicking it all over the ground. So let's see. Final message from Spirit. Yeah, a deck just fell. All right. You're hesitating. All in all, you're learning how to look before you jump, but this is where you are building the faith. There's a lot that's about to be uncovered in your life. Healing and greatness is really what I'm getting. I sincerely hope that this reading finds you well. And if you have questions about booking your own personal reading or about any other of my healing tools, my information's in the description. You can find me on any social platform. Please say hello. Let me know where you are in the world, and I can't wait to connect with you. Thank you for showing up today. I hope you have an amazing Monday or wherever you're watching this in time. This was the reading for October 19th, 2020, also timeless. I'll talk to you all soon. So until then, stay safe, have fun, and know that you are very loved and appreciated. Bye for now.